an original children's story featuring Rapunzel, once upon a time, in the magical kingdom of Corona. Rapunzel woke up to the sound of birds singing sweetly outside her tower window. The morning sun poured in through the glass, casting golden beams across her cozy room. Pascal, her little chameleon friend, was already awake. He was jumping up and down on the windowsill, clearly excited about something. "Pascal, what's going on?" Rapunzel asked as she stretched and rubbed her eyes. Pascal pointed toward the horizon, where the thick green forest met the sky. There, shimmering in the morning light, was a mysterious glowing path weaving through the trees. Rapunzel leaned forward, her eyes wide. "That looks magical." She rushed to pack her bag, a sketchbook, some snacks, a map, and of course, a ribbon to tie up her long, magical hair. Then she ran outside and found Eugene and Maximus enjoying a quiet morning near the stables. "Eugene," she called out, waving, "something amazing is happening in the forest. There's a glowing trail of flowers, and it looks like it leads somewhere special." Eugene lowered his coffee mug. "Let me guess. You want to follow it?" "Of course," Rapunzel beamed. "Are you coming?" Eugene smiled and stood up. "You had me at glowing flowers." So, with Pascal on Rapunzel's shoulder and Maximus ready to ride, the four friends headed into the forest. As they entered the woods, they noticed that the trail of glowing flowers wasn't just magical, it was moving. The flowers sparkled and shifted colors as they led the way deeper into the trees. Birds chirped softly, and a gentle wind rustled the leaves. It felt like the forest itself was alive and guiding them. "Have you ever seen anything like this?" Rapunzel whispered. "Nope," Eugene replied. "But I've got a feeling it's not just about pretty flowers." After nearly an hour of walking, they came to a small glade bathed in golden light. In the center stood a tiny girl with silver hair and glowing shoes. She was carefully picking the flowers and placing them into a woven basket. "Hello," Rapunzel called gently. "Are you okay?" The girl turned and smiled. "Yes, my name is Liora. I'm the guardian of the forest of glowing flowers." Rapunzel tilted her head. "Guardian, yes." Liora nodded. "These flowers only bloom once every 100 years. They carry the dreams of children from around the world. I must collect them all before the sun sets, or the dreams will disappear," Rapunzel gasped. "That's so important. Do you need help?" Liora looked relieved. "Yes, please. There are too many flowers for me to gather alone." Without hesitation, Rapunzel and Eugene jumped into action. Rapunzel used her long hair like a rope to gently lift flowers from high branches. Eugene carried armfuls of blossoms to Liora's basket. Pascal pointed out tiny hidden flowers with his tail, and Maximus even learned how to carefully pick flowers with his teeth. Hours passed as the sun moved across the sky. The group laughed, worked, and shared stories as they explored the glowing forest. But just as the last flowers were being gathered, a cold wind swept through the trees. Dark clouds began to gather overhead. "Oh no," Liora said. "The sun is setting early. The dream shadows are coming." "Dream shadows?" Eugene asked, pulling out a stick like a sword. "They try to steal dreams before they can reach the stars," Liora said. "We must hurry." Rapunzel took the final handful of glowing flowers and placed them into the basket. "What do we do now?" Liora held the basket high and whispered a magical phrase. "Let light rise, let dreams fly, into the stars across the sky." Suddenly, the flowers lifted from the basket and floated into the air. They spun upward like fireflies, becoming tiny stars that sparkled across the sky. The dream shadows hissed in the distance, but it was too late. The dreams had flown. The forest glowed once more with peaceful light, and the dark clouds vanished. Liora turned to Rapunzel. "You saved the dreams of children everywhere. Thank you." Rapunzel smiled warmly. "We were happy to help." As the forest began to fade back to its normal green, Liora gave them each a tiny glowing flower. "Keep this," she said. "When you hold it close and believe in your dreams, anything is possible." Then, with a wave and a sparkle, Liora disappeared into the golden mist. Rapunzel, Eugene, Pascal, and Maximus rode back to the castle, hearts full of wonder. That night, Rapunzel placed her glowing flower on her bedside table and whispered, "Thank you, Liora." And just before she drifted off to sleep, she was sure she heard the tiniest voice say, "Sweet dreams, the end."